My last name is Wangland.
Who?
Wangland.
The Scandinavian god.
I'm 38 years old, and I've been successful at every job I've ever done, and this isn't an ego boost or an arrogant or cocky nature. I've been successful at everything I've ever done because I have high morals and values.
I'm like a circus freak juggling with my peenie over here.
Because it's pretty simple. If you don't want to use drugs or alcohol, don't use them. I've snorted enough coke in my day, along with other things.
I don't do this just because I love it. I do love it, and that's why I do it. But I do it also to hopefully continue to grow something I'm passionate about and financially make more money.
My stupid Raw and SmackDown review from somebody that's never been in the business that doesn't know a fucking thing about it.
When you're with the Big World Order, Richie, what are they, man?
All right.
Yep, my go. Huge and monumental. Yep, my go.
We're 130% transparent all the time.
Yep, my go. My numbers have gone up 248%. Yep, my go.
You want to enjoy some sex with some men? Mike Durbin, good guy, great guy. Love Mike. Nothing but great things to say about Mr. Durbin. Been on my show several times. Been on his show several times. Big fan. Does great work. Talented guy. Cool dude. Love him to death. No ill feelings towards Mike at all.
I love Jeff Lane. I'm a Jeff Lane fan, and I think he's an even better person.
Mr. Russo, that would make our lives. It's such a pleasure to speak with you, sir. Like, thank you for everything that you do for everybody, your loyal fans. And
Russo and Lane, I said what I said to you, man. I really could give a shit less. Go on and move about your way. Go do Vic Venom, Russo. You know, go burn to another bridge with somebody else. You got kicked off Westwood 1 now, so they don't want your ass either.
Yep, my go.
I don't like to say the hate word.
Yep, my go.
It's none of their goddamn business.
Yep, my go.
Absolutely.
Yep, my go.
When you dine with the devil, make sure you got a long spoon.
Jeff, it would make my life and my honor if I could come on Castrating the Marks, and anytime you would have me and do a Dave Meltzer. I want to castrate Mark so bad with you guys. It's like a dream of mine. That's how much I love the brand and Vince and Jeff and what they do.
Yep, my go.
I just felt like a fucking goober.
Yep, my go. Tell me what you think of me. Yep, my go.
Kurt Angle was stoned off his gore, though.
Yep, my go. If you think that bothers me, yep, my go. It absolutely bothers me nothing. Yep, my go.
What's that, buddy?
Shut up, Christopher. You suck.
Yep, my go.
But I'm telling you, it's pretty accurate to what it was.
Yep, my go.
I can video edit better now. I'm getting better as you guys see each video. I'm a tremendous audio editor. I don't think there's many people that can edit better audio and music mixes for shows than I do.
Because you don't have any balls to ever say it to my fucking face ever.
Hey, it's all right, man. I'm Johnny fucking podcasting.
I don't want to be Johnny fucking podcasting anymore.
Brother, fuck you, man. Go stick this middle finger up where the sun don't shine, and that's that.
All right, welcome back to Get My Go. This is a huge and monumental episode, Joe. It's number 25. Congratulations.
Unbelievable.
25 episodes, man.
That means I don't know how many hours you've spent, but that means I've spent about 50 hours this year doing Get My Go.
Yeah. I'd say probably 400 hours then.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. But it's all worth it. Everybody loves it. So, yeah. It's a monumental episode. So we have two monumental guests.
Huge and monumental.
We have an all-star panel right here with us today. From the brand, Mr. Jeff Lane. Jeff, welcome back.
Thank you, man. I'm such a mark for the show, I swear. Last night, I'm watching a movie, and I see episode 24 come out on my phone. So I stop the movie, I stop what I'm doing, and I have to put on Get My Go. That's how much of a mark I am, man. That show comes out, bam, I got to watch it immediately.
Yeah, now the thing is, it dropped at midnight. I had it scheduled for midnight, so but I didn't post the official announcement until about 10 minutes ago on Saturday morning. Mm-hmm. So everybody, you need to subscribe to the channel. Then you'll get that alert. You'll know the second it drops. All right, so just subscribe, comment, put your favorite quotes. We love it. So also joining us, These two guys, Joe, these two guys are probably our highest viewed episodes. Jeff was like 1,200 views right now.
Yeah.
Chad is approaching 1,000 on his 2 episodes. Chad, welcome back, man.
Ooh, I'm so happy to be back. The fact that, I would say my combined episodes maybe beat Jeff Lane, but it's a tough... It's a tough mountain to climb because that was to me that drew me to the show was Jeff Lane's appearance. So I gotta say, very happy to be back, guys. Thank you very much.
And think of how many views and downloads we would get if I wasn't on here, because obviously my presence is taking some away too.
So my original idea for this episode, I have these 3 guys. Joe, you too. It's Joe, Jeff, and Chad. You guys are known for working with A-list talent. Joe, you work with Conan, Disco, and Raven.
Mm-hmm.
Jeff, of course, Vince Russo. You are the man behind Russo's brand. And you also have the pleasure to work with Disco Inferno once a week. And Chad, you have Francine, Shane Douglas.
I somehow penetrated one of the most iconic duos in ECW history, and I get to play the jockey in between them.
Yeah. So my idea for this episode was to watch one of John's episodes with Vampiro. We were sent the video of it. Did he do 3 or 4 with Vampiro?
3 or 4, yeah.
Okay, it was more than the Dan Severn one. So we had video of it, and yesterday I sat and I watched it, tried clipping it. And it is so mundane and boring. It's not even, I finished the whole thing and I'm like, this is not going to be a good episode. It's not even one of those really bad ones that turns out to be good. It was just boring and there's nothing exciting about it. I called an Audible and we are going to listen to Castrating the Bros Part 2. I'm sure you guys have both watched Castrating the Bros Part 1, right?
I watched it from here. I didn't listen to the original episode, but I watched when you guys did it. Yeah.
And it was brutal, man. It was this, but they thought it was so good that they did a sequel.
And it's funny because some of the guys involved, like Rad Rob or Dean, like they know it's shit, and like they're apologizing in the comments and stuff. Like, I knew it was bad, but seeing you guys pick it apart, like I really realized how shitty it was.
Yeah, I think Dean went into a deep depression after that episode dropped.
I feel bad about this one.
No offense, they should be embarrassed. No offense. I mean, they've redeemed themselves, but they should be embarrassed because it's bad.
Yeah, Dean, we just got to say, man, or I have to say it. You were the highlight of these 2 episodes. Dean was the only bit of talent on here. So, Dean, don't worry about it, man. It's all good.
I know what that's like, though, going back and listening or watching something that you're bad on. I watched some of my early episodes and I'm like, oh my God, like this is embarrassing. I kind of want to take them down from YouTube, but I don't. But I know exactly how that feels like to see past performances and just be like, oh my God, what did I do?
Yeah. Jeff, when did you first hear about these Castrating the Bros episodes that they did back in the day?
I remember people were tweeting them to me, but I never listened to them. I didn't see what the point was. That's what they wanted. I think they wanted us to watch it when it was out and react. So they got big downloads at the time, but I didn't take the bait.
Yeah. So yesterday I sat through this episode again. I heard it when it originally dropped and I was just like, I wouldn't have released it the way it was. So I had to sit through it again. I clipped it and I clipped it down about half of it. So it wasn't easy, everybody. So I just want you to know that.
You can tell you're like very like I don't know, fatigued. You're fatigued by it. Like it's taking you time to recover from whatever we're about to experience. So I mean, I think you're bringing us down a rabbit hole here. After seeing your reaction, I'm a little nervous now.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's the case because actually we didn't record for 3 weeks, and Hughesy's still recovering.
No, it's a month. It was
sometimes.
Yeah, it was 4 weeks ago today that we did the last recording, the Halloween episode.
Yeah, but I will say this to give myself the pat on the back is that I did crawl out of a sick bed to be here. That's how important it is to record, get my go to me. I'll get the, by the time this airs, it'll probably be over, but I'll get the old COVID test tomorrow. So, see how that pans out.
Dun, dun, dun.
Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, you could actually release this. I might be dead. So, nice knowing everybody.
I'll be taking over for Joe Feeney here in a couple of weeks. It's all good. I appreciate the opportunity.
Here we go. So what I did was I tried to cut it down to mostly John's stuff. Once again, John is playing the role of Jeff Lane, but he's not doing that weird voice this time. He's just pretty much doing his own voice.
Yeah.
So it's kind of confusing. He goes back and forth between calling Dean. He calls him Dean Broso or Vince Broso. He can't even keep the the name straight.
Yeah.
So.
Well, Mr. Broso, we are back for Castrating the Bros, episode 2, back by popular demand here, because everybody knows there's nothing out there in the wrestling business that happens without Dean Broso. And Troy is here with some cheers. Hello, Troy. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. Let's see you're sleeping in today. Welcome to Twitch, Troy.
The gag was so overdone in the first episode that I listened to that you guys did, and you didn't even play the whole episode. You got to come up with something new for the second episode. Be more, when you do the same gag. I don't get the point. Come up with something new. We get it. You're making fun of Troy. He cheers. Ha ha ha. Come up with something else.
That's what I was going to say. That's why I threw my hand up. It's like, oh, I'm glad to see this is back. But what's funny is real quick, when the first one came out, there wasn't their heat was only with you guys at the brand. So even though he had left creative control and, we weren't best friends, we weren't really fighting back and forth yet. That was shortly after that. But so occasionally when I saw him do something stupid, like put out the Russo video or Castrating the Bros 1, I would DM him and go, no. Like, this looks terrible. Stop it. And he always knew better. He would say, well, you should see the numbers we're getting. And a lot of people liked it. And it's just parody. I'm like, yeah, but you're getting a little personal and insulting, I don't think people are going to dig it. Well, we're going to, and then he did another one. And by then I think we were fighting. So I'm pretty sure that I'm on this somehow. Yeah. And Husey as well. Yeah.
Well, to their credit, they actually did take the gag a bit further this time with Troy. They, we'll get to it, but the thing is that they failed majorly because the audio level on the segment they did with that, trust me, you'll hear it. When we get to it, you'll know what I'm talking about.
And we are here today, folks, on Castrating the Bros to castrate those dirt sheet marks, the Wade Kellers, the Meltzers, the Mike Johnsons, the Dave Scheras. And Troy is here with some cheers again. And we are going to put these guys on blast.
What's with the music?
I think what John does when he edits, quote unquote edits, is he'll take a song, he'll drop it into the start of the episode, and he'll just let it play the whole time. It doesn't fade out slowly.
My outputs and inputs aren't working, Mike. I mean, I've heard a lot of the Castrating the Marks episodes, and I mean, after this is the brand, I don't recall hearing a note. Then this is continuing on and on. And I feel like I'm playing a video game or something in the background and waiting to get to a castle. And here we go. What are we waiting for? Just for the cheer thing to happen again, the cheer gimmick?
Yeah, it's the same guitar riff over and over again. It's the same. Yeah, it's the same 2 bars of the guitar riff over and over again. Doesn't change.
And we are here to tell them why they are the marks of the business, and those who support them and spend that $11.95 on the Observer, why they should ship it over and pay to the scam, because this scam is not full of marks like the Meltzers, the Kellers, and all other people. Troy, hello, how are you again for the 5th time already with some cheers, Troy? Welcome. And Mr. Broso, I have to ask you, do you have any shout outs this week? Patilla the Hunt, 40 cheers.
I've got a bunch of albums here, bro. I don't know who they're from, bro. So if you could email me, bro, and tell me what you sent me, bro, I'll give you a shout out, bro.
I'm sure we're going to see this throughout the show, but when you do a parody, you don't say exactly what the people say.
Yeah.
He's like Vince says that. Yeah. So saying what he says, that's not a parody. You're supposed to make it funny, change it somehow, spice it up, make it, just hilarious, but you don't say exactly what they say in a parody.
Now, come on, Jeff. They changed the brand into the scam.
Oh, my bad. That's right. Very creative.
Give credit where credit's due.
What about you, Mr. Lane? Do you have any shout-outs?
Of course, I have shout-outs this week. My buddy Virtue, the co-host of the Big Vito brand, sent me a brand new video game. We're talking DuckTales 6 out from the Super Nintendo. You can watch me beat DuckTales and Evil Scrooge McDuck over there every week at...
He had to throw in that over there. That's his vocal tick. Over there or there.
Over there, Jeff Lane plays for only $1 on my Patreon. And Troy is back with 50 cheers. Hello, Troy. Now, I tell you, thank you very much, Virtue. We will be playing it on Patreon for only $1 because, quite frankly, that is all I'm worth is $1. And I also got...
Is that supposed to be an insult? I mean, I take it as an honor that somebody would pay $1 to support me and watch my things.
Yeah.
You know, I may only be worth $1, but I'm worth $1 more than he is.
Yeah.
So
Right.
I don't see where the insult is there.
And that's, I mean, he must have said that a dozen times in the first one. Oh, it's $1 because that's all I'm worth. Oh, it's $1 because that's all I'm worth. But again, you know, people subscribe to your shit and whatever, and there's no way he's ever had any enough success to get a Patreon going anyway. So why would anyone? I mean, a lot of it, like we've always said, is just jealousy, and a lot of things he comes out against, it's just like he's pissed because he can't get it going. You know,
a new DVD. I got League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, the Finn Balor story, because I like Finn Balor.
I don't understand where the Finn Balor thing came in there.
I have no idea. I'd love to have an explanation to that joke.
who's right? I mean, whose idea is this, and who's sitting there? Like I said on the other one, if we were doing something and I had to deal with that opening spiel from John, I'd be like, start over. This isn't. What are we doing here?
Yeah.
What the fuck is
the music's still going, by the way.
Oh yeah.
But he like overtly like plugged your Patreon. Like he just like literally gave like the full name and, you know, said how much it costs, you know, like that. Again, where's the parody in this? This is all truths. And like, this is almost a tribute. If I were you, I would take this as an honor because you're not even getting made fun of here. You're like legit getting like a tribute. Like this should be like a high school, like AV project or something.
And I got the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen on Blu-ray from Petey from the Poconos. So Petey, I appreciate that DVD. Thank you very much. And Petey is here with some cheers. Hello, Petey. Thank you again for that DVD. And that's all my shout-outs for this week, Mr. Bro. So, Texas Love Child with 100 cheers. Hello, Texas Love Child. How is the weather out there in Oklahoma? All right. Well, I'm telling you.
Is that supposed to be Texas Sooner?
Yeah, I don't know. That's weird. I mean, is that funny? Haha, Texas, Oklahoma. I mean, good one. Surprised there wasn't an episode 3 after that joke.
Oklahoma Love Child now has sent out 150 cheers. How is the weather in Dallas, Oklahoma Love Child?
Ooh, did it
well,
twice.
I'm telling you, you can find my Amazon wish list at lumpylame at Gmail. All you have to go do is look there. I have the best games out there. There's a new Tetris version from 1977 that is on there. That's going to be some real fun to play. You can watch me play 1977 Tetris on there. Now, the big wish list.
That doesn't even make sense.
Did this guy like spend thousands of dollars on action figures?
Yeah.
You can see the little hole in my wall there on my collection of classics here because I took this down, and it is the Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh man,
my first Stone Cold actually in my collection. Surprisingly enough, man, this is the first. It's an incarnation of Austin that I think a lot of people forget. You know, that he had that colors in because everybody always equates the black and white with him, with his vest and his getup and everything. But this one is actually with the bright colors.
And he's making fun of video. I'm not a video game guy, you know, so I mean, I don't, it's not my thing. But he spent thousands of dollars on action figures and he's making fun of video games that Jeff would play and use for his own personal business here. Why? Like, what does he have to say? He bought toys to catch up to people. I don't get that.
Yeah, and you know what? Rob told us that he never had any toys before doing that show. He bought them all just to do Fig Life. You know,
kind of sad.
That's very sad.
Item that I have right now is I want to get up to date with my Funko Pops, just like Vince Russo. I want a naked Funko Pop of the girl from Lost, the great character from Evangeline Lilly, who plays Freckles in it. There's a naked Funko Pop of her, and anybody that gets that from me will get a live appearance on Castrating the Marks. And
is he laughing at his own joke?
The Marks.
He went really deep there with Freckles was her nickname on the show. He has some deep knowledge of Lost. If he threw that one out,
I don't know what the other guys did, but it sounds like there is. Not that we prepared, but there is no preparation at all. John's like, all right, I'll start. I'll say some shit, and then jump in, and then I'll say some more shit. And like, it sounds like he has no idea what he was going to do. Like,
I kind of hope that's the case, because if he wrote that, that's even more pathetic.
Yeah.
And don't
Is she
forget,
hot, bro?
Oh,
Is she hot, bro?
Well, anybody's hot when you're like me and you never get laid. I mean, everybody's hot then, man.
That's going to be a recurring theme on this show. He's going to insinuate that Jeff Lane never gets women. Jeff Lane has never been laid. He says this over and over again.
It's high school stuff. I mean, the lame thing, like, that was an insult that I got in like second grade. Jeff Lame, like, he's got the same insult ability of children. You never get laid. Oh, you're Jeff Lame. Be creative, man.
Everybody's hot then, man. I'm telling you. She's my girl, though, on Lost. I watched the Lost series on Jeff Lame Plays 2 on there, and I'm telling you, watching Lost with Jeff Lame and reviewing it is some amazing stuff. It's almost as amazing as reviewing Cobra Kai on my friend's YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Like, I've never reviewed anything on a friend's channel, so that doesn't make sense. You could say reviewing Lost with me is boring, but I guarantee it's more entertaining than watching SummerSlam 89 with him.
I'm telling you, that is just something here. Wow, Nocho cheered himself again with 1,000 cheers. I'm telling you, there's nothing better than, I'm sure, Mr. Broso, than you and the Nocho on Saturday nights on Skype, watching you guys. I know the family comes out. We got Lori, we got Potter or Potsy, we got little Opie, we got Aunt B on there every Saturday night together. I'm telling you, it's a popular show that every Saturday on Skype they can come out there. And I'm telling you, when the No Show comes, I got to get on this Skype show. Even Broso doesn't invite me. Why am I not invited to the Skype show on Saturdays, Mr. Broso? No, everybody knows I have nothing to do on a Saturday night because nobody likes me.
All I do every day is just wander around goddamn New Jersey, and when I get home, I go online and look at all my belts I got, because I'm really the true Mark. I mean, it's kind of a joke that we have in the Luchador family that we're all Marks, but maybe I wasn't supposed to say that. Yeah, no, you were not supposed to say that, but...
Is No Show in trouble with 6 now?
Can you edit that part out, please?
Sure. Everybody knows that I'm a good editor.
Was that good editor? Was that to take a shot at Jeff, or was he actually making fun of himself, or was there just no self-awareness there? I just wanted to go back to the other one and say that, of course, Mike, would have been a perfect spot for you to insert the video where he's talking about where he's like, oh, I've never been laid, blah blah blah, and then you can insert John going, and I'm gonna take my wife and show her who's boss.
I got to get clean now in a little bit here because I got to show my wife who the man is. I don't want her to think. I don't want her to think Becky Lynch is the man tonight.
I'm the man.
Show her who the man is.
I would just like to ask if we can go back to the Vampiro show at some point, because I swear, if douche chills were a feeling, I've got them so hard right now. I think I might have to go get some sort of, not even a COVID test, like something that's a little more extreme, because this is impossible. Yeah, look at that. That's the look of a guy right there who is like, what the fuck did I get myself into?
Yeah. And I mean, that's that when I spoke to him, and I don't think he knew that I was in any way connected to John Vampiro, because obviously he left and then he talked to Hughes and he was interested in starting another show, which didn't last. But when I spoke to him over the phone, I made clear that I was like, listen, I don't want to co-host this. I don't know enough about you, and I just don't feel like doing it on another show. It would take a real special, opportunity. I didn't say that to him to hurt his feelings or anything, but I was like, I'm just not interested. I don't have time. And he was like, no problem, bro. He's like, I never want to co-host again after the last guy.
Nice. Don't blame him. But it's just funny to see that, because that was the look of somebody who just was like, wow,
defeated.
What did I just do?
Oh, yes. Yeah, let me preface this for everybody here, everybody. I'm telling you, since I'm the lazy, ludicrous, and lumpy, and I got to be gaming on Saturday nights playing DuckTales with Virtue and the rest of the gang.
My voice is shot.
Oh, Troy gave 200,000 cheers for that.
A lot of cheers.
Damn it, man. I'm telling you. Wow. I have to make it to Skype now on Saturdays for that. I need an invite. Am I invited now? I joined in on the performance. Please, guys. Yeah, I'm telling you here, man. You might. We know you got a lot of big fans, like Big Josh Tinkle, like all of the other people out there. You know, you got at least 10 or 15 people out there.
Bang Biscuit is a big fan of ours too.
Big fan. My good buddy Bang at Rada Designs Custom Signs, making the best wooden signs out there. Mr. Bang
As
Biscuit.
Brosa would say, he's a huge fan of us.
Huge, bro.
Huge.
Take it
Huge.
from a human being, bro. They are huge.
He keeps naming all these people that listen to
I
the
was
show.
thinking too.
I mean, is that supposed to be an insult? Like, he can literally name off all of these people that support Vince and listen to the brand. Is that supposed to be an insult? Where's all his fans that we can make fun of?
What's the date on this one?
So it was in September of last year, somewhere October maybe.
All right, because I talked about it last time. You know, that when I went on his show, whatever one it was, I don't remember. That was around the time. It was September-ish. It was either August or September because the Severance show was in August. So the first thing, and if you guys can find it, that would be I would come back for that in a heartbeat. He puts over how much he respects the brand, and the Shane Douglas being on there is so great because the brand is filled with such great people and blah blah blah. And I again, no idea what he was, this feud or anything. And to hear that he's this dedicated to knowing each listener by name and giving them parody names, like you're giving listeners fake names. It's mind boggling. But yeah, if you find that one, you'll hear how much he loved the brand like a day before.
Yeah.
Did you notice how he rhymed Tinkle with Tinkle?
Clever.
That was tremendous.
Very clever.
Wow,
my penis after this segment because it
Very
erected
nice,
so
bro.
well because
Very nice,
we
bro.
got a
Very
chance to
nice.
talk to the No Show. We got a chance to talk to Mass Luchador 6.
Yeah,
Well,
I can't talk. I'll catch you guys next week.
Troy is giving another 50,000 cheers. My third grandchild's college fund is now paid off. Thank you, Troy. Now, I'm telling you, this is what we give on Castrating the Bros to everybody. We give the stars, the money. I mean, we had the biggest stars on the brand. I mean, let's just name down the list of people that we have. We got Big Stevie Richards, Big Stevie Cool, man. He was out there and was a job boy at every federation that he was ever at. We got him. He's a big star. We got Big Vito wearing a dress out there, telling everybody how tough he is every second. The Vito man. Please don't kill me, Big Vito. I'm just saying this to be funny, and I really wouldn't fuck with you because I am legit afraid of what you could probably do to me.
Isn't that him and Chris's boy now? Like that's the only one that they still suck ass with is Vito for some reason. So I don't know. I don't know why that is. I don't know. Chris is especially a supporter of that guy. I believe he even has like a second account where it's like Vito fan. Whatever the fuck it is.
Well, it's because Vito's wife, the lovely Noelle, is the only person that will actually respond to those two guys.
Smart.
Yeah.
Imagine taking a shot at Stevie Richards, like how long he was in the business, still working. I mean, does he not remember Right to Censor? Does he not remember the BWO? Like a job guy everywhere he went. I mean, how could you take a shot at this guy's career as long as he was in it and as successful as he was?
I'll give him a little bit of a basic overview of the wrestling business. It's not wins and losses. If you work in a company for 10 years, you're making a lot of money. And yeah, you might be unhappy with where they have you on the card, but you're still employed. And that's actually the goal of life is you have a job. And I was just on a call yesterday with somebody from ECW who said how Stevie probably had one of the most accomplished post ECW careers. Yeah. So that is such an uninformed Mark fucking statement. That's so stupid to go after somebody like Stevie. That's ridiculous.
I would say that anyone, and now so far it's been Stevie and Vito and whoever else he names, 100% guarantee that John reached out to them to be a guest at one time or another.
Yeah.
We also have, of course, Mr. Barroso's favorite guy. Who's your favorite guy that's on your shows with you, Mr. Barroso?
Bro. Bin Hamin, bro.
Wow. Look, we got Ben Hami, and I'm telling you, this guy has been a big star in Ohio Valley Wrestling under Rip Rogers and in the New York wrestling scene at 2CW and Extreme Backyard Wrestling League. He was the world heavyweight champion. This guy is legit, isn't he, Mr. Broso?
This is such a Mark comment because he has no idea what Ben Hameen has done behind the scenes at OVW. 2CW was like the #1 indie promotion in the country when it was running. They brought everybody in. They sold out shows. It was a huge deal. And Ben did so much stuff behind the scenes and was responsible for working with some of the biggest names in the WWE at OVW. But he's being such a mark here that he doesn't know any of that stuff.
Yeah, and actually, I would say it might, again, have a personal slant to it because I think 2CW was like Binghamton based, wasn't it? Right down
Syracuse.
Yeah. So maybe John went there and wasn't happy with the way he was not treated or whatever. Who knows?
Ben Hameen.
I'll put you in the Comey clutch, and you will tap out. Bro, you gotta love Ben, bro.
Oh, the
Ben
master.
is hilarious, bro.
Master shoot.
Yeah, all these marks are out there pumping a grumpy.
Wow, I'm telling you, I can't believe to be in the presence of these great stars. And we also, of course, have the one and only Goldilocks. Nobody knows what Goldilocks did in the wrestling business. Nobody knows who she is now. And nobody listens to her band, but she's a big star on the brand. She has brand stalkers like Big Josh Tinkle out there that are going out there and stalking her and living in her bushes. She's a big star, isn't she, Mr. Broso?
Bro, many men want to live in her bush, bro.
Wow, that is such the truth here. Am I missing any of the other great stars here? I don't think so. I think I got all the great stars here. Uh-oh, Troy with some cheers. Well, we got to take a break for just a moment, bros.
No.
Get a word from our sponsors at manscaped.com. What do you think of manscaped.com, Mr. Broso? And it makes you more ready. Now, to really get ready, we also got to talk about another one of our great sponsors. I know you haven't had an erection probably in the past 10 years, and I know that I never use my penis because no girl would ever want to come near me.
He's obsessed with the word penis.
Yeah.
Who says penis this much? Seriously. And we don't have sponsors, by the way, anyway. So
That's another thing. I was thinking the same damn thing.
That might have been their actual time that they had Manscaped as a sponsor. I mean, there's 95 pictures of John wearing the Manscaped shirt. So
where's the copy though, huh? How come I'm not hearing any of the buzzwords? I'm not hearing that. I don't know how much Manscaped wants to hear penis and erection in their
But if I was to use it, I would use Blue Chew, and that is the power brand of all the shows. You just got to check out BlueChew.com. It's better than Viagra. It's better than Cialis. I've been popping these motherfuckers like sweet tarts, walking around with boners all day long. Nobody use it with. I could flog my dolphin 20 times a day.
Yeah.
That's flogged.
Yes.
With BlueChew.com. What is the code for BlueChew.com? Well, first off, does it work for you now, Mr. Broso, since you started doing it? Does all the ladies flock to you? Do you get to use your little peckerwood now? Bro with some cheers. 1,000 cheers from Bro. Oh, Troy's got to up him again with 1,200 cheers. Troy's upping himself to 1,500 cheers. Man, Troy, I'm telling you. All right, Mr. Broso. Mr. Broso, we have a special treat here.
I cut out probably 50% of the cheers. So anytime you hear him mention Troy cheering, there was 2 or 3 other times that I cut out. So it was just it's every minute.
He sends us more bits and more cheers and more gifts than anybody out there. This guy has put my kids through children. He's paid 3 mortgages off for me. He's put at least $250,000 in my bank account. Bro, we never thought we could get him on, man. Lumpy Lame,
kids through children?
myself, Mr. John Lame, is the man of the hour to get people in here. This guy has put my kids through children, and he's introducing himself with some cheers here. We got him out of his mother's basement. We got Troy Cheers Russo here. Holy shit. The brand has been waiting for this, Mr. Troy Cheers Russo. How are you? He does have a girlfriend, Dean. He does.
So this is supposed to be Troy?
Yeah.
Okay.
You missed when you got up for a second. What did he say again?
He puts his kids through children.
Put his kids through children.
That's your episode title.
This guy has put my kids through children. You want to know about his girlfriend? Because I'm his second best friend because he's paid for the duplex I live in. He doesn't, he hasn't bought the full scale house yet for me. One day when you retire and leave us all, maybe he'll do it for me. He has a lady friend now. Would you like to know who she is?
Now, here's the weird part. Not to go too far into Troy's personal business, but he does have a girlfriend, right, Jeff?
I don't know if he does.
Yeah,
he never
does. I've seen her. I've seen them on Instagram. Troy has a girlfriend. He also has a child, not with her, but I think with someone else. So
yeah, that I know. Yeah.
So if he's trying to get over that, Troy doesn't.
I mean, are we mocking people for not getting laid or for having girlfriends? I'm so confused on this now. Haha, he's got a girlfriend. What a loser.
Yeah.
Well, if Troy has a girlfriend and also a child with another woman, that means he had sex with 2 more women than John has. So for him.
Well, the weird thing is now they're going to do a little bit where they reveal who Troy's girlfriend is. Now, it's really bizarre because it's kind of John's story, but you'll hear that right now. It's very weird, man. I can't figure it out.
Who is it, bro? Is she hot, bro?
Oh, I'm telling you, he met this beautiful woman on the interweb over in the Philippines, and her name is Cinnamon. And
she's spicy. She's spicy.
That's what he tells me. He tells me Cinnamon is very spicy. He is getting married to her at the end of this year. He's never met her in person yet, but it's true love. And he's also going to be on a new television show, Mr. Broso. And he's cheering himself 2,000 cheers.
I like that one. That was good.
He's going to be on a new television show, new series. The series has been out, but he's going to be on this series, Mr. Broso. And would you like to know the series? And he's cheering himself again with 10,000 cheers. Troy with 10,000 to himself. Would you like to know the TV show that he is going to be on with her? He is going to be on the next version of 90 Day Fiancé.
Oh, bro. Very nice, bro. Very nice, bro.
I sent her a lot of money, but not as much as I send you, Dad.
He also told me that he could help me find a chick over there. So I hopped on the magical internet myself, Mr. Broso. I have some breaking news I'd like to share with everybody that thinks I'm a basement-dwelling virgin.
I don't have a basement, by the way. Like I literally do not have a basement in my house.
Yeah, he's got a real problem with basements. One of the things that he started about with me was like, the guy's in his basement all the time. It's where my office is.
I'd love to have a basement office. I wish I did.
I'm in my basement, and it's pretty damn nice. If you look behind me, it's pretty spiffy. I just want to point out something. This is visual, so just bear with me. I have a pair of scissors that's in my little desk I have.
Keep them away.
I threw them across the room because I can't have sharp objects close to me while we're listening to this. I have to get rid of them. It was right there. I needed to move it. All right. I'm sorry. Continue.
I'm lost on the Beavis thing, though. What is the joke there? Like,
I don't know.
I don't get it.
I thought that was Marky Mark at first. Then it's a grappler. And then it's Troy. What the fuck is going on?
Bro, did all of you guys get this idea from John Wanglin, bro?
Well, we all
Is he the one who taught you about this, bro?
No way. We would never copy John Wanglin on anything because we all know
he's a dumbass.
Yeah, he is a dumbass. And John actually met his woman in
cheers for dumbass.
Is he insinuating that we have copied him on something?
For sure.
What would that be?
Well, John actually did meet his wife in the Philippines, and he brought her to America and gave them a great life. So he's trying to say that you guys are going to copy him and do the same thing.
So he's making fun, like the parody is making fun of somebody for finding a woman on the internet that you haven't met in the Philippines, but that's what he did. But now he's using that as a joke on somebody else.
Yeah, it's you really got to wrap your head around it. It's very hard to comprehend.
That is a mind fuck, ain't it?
Yeah.
Tears for dumbass there. John actually met his wife when he was stationed overseas. So the dumbass is him because he didn't get a chance to talk to these beautiful ladies over the wild world of the internet like we have to get to know them first. And I'm telling you, we are...
Hang on, Dad. I got a phone call.
Uh-oh.
All All right, here we go. Now this was the big bit. This was like the main attraction for this show.
Oh, good.
What they do is apparently Troy has cheered so much that his credit card company is calling him. Now, if they would have really thought this out, it might have been funny, but they failed miserably because they had a woman actually call and interact. I don't know who played the part of the woman from the credit card company, but her volume is extremely low and you can barely hear the woman. We're not going to listen. I'm going to skip this most of it, but I want everybody to hear. I want them to hear what they were trying to do.
Hello? Yes, this is him.
We've received some very suspicious activity in the last 30 minutes. We show that your account has been overdrawn by $150,000. We think that someone may have hacked your account. We show $150,000 and $1 worth of charges spread out over multiple transactions to Twitch Interactive account under the name of.
Yeah, that was me. I was the one that made those transactions. I always do that. I don't understand why this is an issue. I'm just giving my dad money.
Oh, for fuck's I'm not your dad, bro.
When my dad goes live on Twitch, I log in to watch him. And I hit this button that sends money to him, and then the magic internet fairies bring him money from me. And he loves it when I do this.
Sir, do you realize that the transactions have to be backed up with actual currency?
Whoa.
I see Jeff is struggling to hear. He's pressing his headphones against his
ear. I tell you what, Rob does a good Beavis. I don't get it though. Like he does a good Beavis voice. I just don't get the significance of it. Like I don't get the joke.
I would say so far the highlight, the star of this one is is whoever played the operator.
Yeah, I mean she did. It made sense what she was saying if you really listen to it. So I don't know if she was improvising it or she had a script in front of her, but.
Who would you put in those shoes? You think it's Rob's wife?
Could be Rob's wife, yeah. Could be. It's definitely not John's wife because we've heard her voice before.
Did a good job of making it sound like it was a phone call. It's just way too quiet.
Yeah. I'm not going to give the app because I don't want their audio to improve, but there is a simple app that you can get where if they would have just dropped the entire file, it would have equalized all their voices and you would have been able to hear her very well. But I'm not going to give you that advice, John.
That would have entailed like looking up how to podcast or how to record audio before you actually embarked on a podcasting venture. So
Dick, he could have even gone as far, again, I know this is giving a lot of credit, to just have it as a pre-recorded call that he just inserted and you talk to the clip and it would have sounded so much better, rather than like these crinkles then that you're hearing, like, like in the background as there somebody's moving and then all of a sudden they get awkward and they have to try to jump in because there's no sound or any talking. It's like, holy shit. What the
do it live. We'll do it live.
You could see the waveforms on here. It's like when it's high, that's Rob or John talking, and then when it gets really low, that's the operator.
It dropped all the way down. I was watching it as you were zooming in, and it's nothing. And if anybody knows what the waveforms look like, it was nothing. It was just a screen. It was a line.
We started again. I get it. Okay, Troy sends a lot of money in cheers, and his account's overdrawn. How long does this bit go on?
This is, thank God. I'm going to fast forward through most of it, but it's about a 7 or 8 minute phone call.
He doesn't understand.
Is it real? Holy crap.
I get it, dude.
But where's the insult, though? I still don't understand. How is this an insult? If you're a fan of something or you're a supporter of something, you invest in it. You go ahead and you want more, and that's just your way of expressing your fandom or enjoying something. I don't get how that's. And is he just jealous that Troy never got into their show? Troy subscribed to Francine's Patreon. I was honored that he wanted to come and join our Patreon. But how do you rip somebody just because they didn't support you directly? Like, what the hell is that about?
And that's what Joe was talking about earlier. He could have had that group.
Yeah.
We do show an abnormal amount of transactions to the Twitch account over the last year, but you typically send $1 at a time. It's covered by actual money in your account.
So what John did here is he raised the level up, but the problem is that the original source feed for her audio was so low. So when you raise the audio, you're not improving; you're just making it you're making a very bad sound even louder. And I have a video we're going to play at the end that someone sent us that they praise each other for how great the show was. And then John talks about how he did this audio thing here. So I'm skipping around now.
No,
I mean,
listen,
I want to give him.
Listen to this. Listen. So the majority of the rest of the phone call sounds like that.
That's fucking great.
Sounds like Seinfeld when George hid the tape recorder in the briefcase.
Oh man.
Oh.
That sucks.
Wow.
Uh-oh.
So did we hear correctly here that Troy, cheers Russo, you overdrafted your account $150,000 for the scam?
All I did was push a button, like push a button, push a button, push a button, push a button, and they go bang, 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 and then my dad gets money. My dad loves it when I send him money.
Bro, I'm not your dad, bro.
My mom
But
said you were dad. No, mom said you were my dad.
But don't listen to those marks at the bank, bro. Keep sending the money, bro. You'll figure it out, bro. You know I need the money, bro.
Well, I'm telling you, he has no money. He has no money now, Mr. Broso. He has no more money. So, I mean, what do you have to say to him now that he's
bro. You got no money, bro? You out of money, bro?
The bank lady said the fairies won't give you money anymore.
Goodbye, Troy.
Well, I agree with that decision, Mr. Broso. I'm telling you, Troy has been taken off the phone call. No pay, no play at the scam, folks. You know how that works. You want us to like you, you got to give us the money. Show me the money.
Well, yeah, it's $4.95. Why is that so? Is that is that a bad thing? It's a fucking business. And again, and people get what they pay for. There's a lot of content over there, but again, if John had a $5, gimmick or $1, nobody would join. It's just jealousy. He says in one of the clips that you used last week or in the cold open that he was hoping to turn this into a business and make enough money to put his kids through college. Just good luck with that. But so obviously that's a part of I'm putting my third grade kid through college, whatever jokes. It's just fucking projecting. And he wants all this shit for himself, but it's never gonna happen.